Toxic people defy logic. Some are blissfully unaware of the negative impact that they have on those around them, and others seem to derive satisfaction from creating chaos and pushing other people's buttons. As important as it is to learn how to deal with different kinds of people, truly toxic people will never be worth your time and energy, and they take a lot of each. Toxic people create unnecessary complexity, strife, and worst of all, stress. People inspire you, or they drain you. Pick them wisely. Hans F. Hansen. Recent research from Friedrich Schiller University in Germany shows just how serious toxic people are. They found that exposure to stimuli that cause strong negative emotions, the same kind of exposure you get when dealing with toxic people, caused subjects' brains to have a massive stress response. Whether it's negativity, cruelty, the victim syndrome, or just plain craziness, toxic people drive your brain into a stressed-out state that should be avoided at all costs. Studies have long shown that stress can have a lasting negative impact on the brain. Exposure to even a few days of stress compromises the effectiveness of neurons in the hippocampus, an important brain area responsible for reasoning and memory. Weeks of stress cause reversible damage to brain cells, and months of stress can permanently destroy them. Toxic people don't just make you miserable, they're really hard on your brain. The ability to manage your emotions and remain calm under pressure has a direct link to your performance. Talent Smart has conducted research with more than 1 million people, and we've found that 90% of top performers are skilled at managing their emotions in times of stress in order to remain calm and in control. One of their greatest gifts is the ability to identify toxic people and keep them at bay. It's often said that you're the product of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you allow even one of those 5 people to be toxic, you'll soon find out how capable he or she is of holding you back. You can't hope to distance yourself from toxic people until you first know who they are. The trick is to separate those who are annoying or simply difficult from those who are truly toxic. What follows are 10 types of toxic drainers that you should stay away from at all costs so that you don't become one yourself. Chapter 2. The Manipulator. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, there exists a subset of individuals whose modus operandi is not one of genuine connection or collaboration, but rather one of cunning manipulation. These are the manipulators, individuals who adeptly wield psychological tactics to control, influence, or exploit others for their own gain. To understand the dynamics of manipulation and its pervasive presence in various spheres of life, it is crucial to delve into its nuances, from the traits that characterize manipulative individuals to the insidious impact it has on relationships and the psyche. At the heart of manipulation lies a complex interplay of personality traits, learned behaviors, and underlying motivations. Manipulators often possess a keen understanding of human psychology, leveraging their insights to exploit vulnerabilities and manipulate emotions. They may exhibit traits such as charm, charisma, and persuasive eloquence, which serve as potent tools in their arsenal. However, beneath the facade of charm lies a darker side characterized by deceit, cunning, and a distinct lack of empathy. One of the defining characteristics of manipulative individuals is their adeptness at deception and manipulation. They are skilled at crafting narratives and manipulating perceptions to suit their agenda, often resorting to tactics such as gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or playing the victim. Gaslighting, for instance, involves the gradual erosion of a victim's sense of reality through the distortion of facts, denial of experiences, and invalidation of emotions. By sowing seeds of doubt and confusion, manipulators exert control over their victims, leaving them vulnerable and disoriented. Moreover, manipulators possess an acute awareness of power dynamics and leverage them to their advantage. They may exploit asymmetries in knowledge, status, or authority to assert control and manipulate outcomes in their favor. In personal relationships, for instance, a manipulative partner may use emotional manipulation to undermine their partner's self-esteem and independence, fostering dependency and compliance. The insidious nature of manipulation extends beyond its immediate impact on relationships to encompass broader ramifications for mental health and well-being. Victims of manipulation often find themselves caught in a web of lies and deceit, grappling with feelings of confusion, self-doubt, and betrayal. Over time, the cumulative effects of manipulation can erode trust, communication, and intimacy in relationships, leaving emotional scars that may persist long after the manipulation has ceased. Recognizing the signs of manipulation is essential for safeguarding oneself against its pernicious effects. However, this task is often easier said than done, as manipulators excel at concealing their true intentions behind a veneer of charm and charisma. Nevertheless, there are red flags that may signal manipulative behavior, such as inconsistency in words and actions, excessive flattery or criticism, and a propensity for secrecy or manipulation. In navigating relationships with manipulative individuals, setting boundaries and asserting one's autonomy are essential strategies for preserving one's integrity and well-being. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the manipulator that their tactics will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to assert control over their own life and choices. Additionally, seeking support from trusted friends, family, or professionals can provide validation, perspective, and guidance in dealing with manipulative dynamics. Moreover, cultivating self-awareness and resilience is key to immunizing oneself against manipulation and fostering healthier relationships built on mutual respect and trust. By honing emotional intelligence and critical thinking skills, individuals can better discern manipulative tactics and assert their boundaries effectively. Furthermore, fostering a supportive network of relationships grounded in authenticity and empathy can serve as a buffer against the insidious influence of manipulation. Manipulation represents a pervasive and insidious threat to the fabric of human relationships, characterized by deception, control, and exploitation. Understanding the tactics and motivations of manipulative individuals is essential for safeguarding oneself against their influence and preserving the integrity of interpersonal connections. By cultivating self-awareness, assertiveness, and resilience, individuals can navigate manipulative dynamics with confidence and forge relationships grounded in authenticity and mutual respect. Chapter 3: The Narcissist. In the realm of toxic personalities, the narcissist stands out as a formidable presence, characterized by an insatiable need for admiration, a grandiose sense of self-importance, and a distinct lack of empathy. Understanding the intricate dynamics of narcissistic behavior is essential for navigating relationships with these individuals and safeguarding one's well-being against their manipulative tactics. At the core of narcissistic personality disorder lies a deep-seated insecurity masked by a facade of superiority and entitlement. Narcissists harbor an exaggerated sense of self-importance, viewing themselves as inherently superior to others and deserving of special treatment and recognition. This inflated self-image serves as a shield against feelings of inadequacy and vulnerability, driving narcissists to seek constant validation and admiration from those around them. One of the hallmark traits of narcissistic individuals is their profound lack of empathy and inability to recognize or validate the feelings and experiences of others. Empathy, which forms the bedrock of healthy interpersonal relationships, is conspicuously absent in narcissists, who are preoccupied with their own needs, desires, and accomplishments. Consequently, they often exploit and manipulate others to serve their own agenda, devoid of concern for the well-being or feelings of those they exploit. The impact of narcissistic behavior on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leaving victims feeling emotionally drained, invalidated, and devalued. Narcissists excel at gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional abuse, employing these tactics to maintain control and dominance over their victims. Gaslighting, in particular, involves the systematic erosion of a victim's sense of reality through the distortion of facts, denial of experiences, and manipulation of emotions, leaving them questioning their own sanity and perceptions. Moreover, narcissistic individuals exhibit a pattern of idealization and devaluation in their relationships, oscillating between extremes of adoration and disdain towards their partners or acquaintances. Initially, they may shower their targets with affection, admiration, and praise, idealizing them as perfect embodiments of their desires and aspirations. However, this idealization is often short-lived, giving way to devaluation as the narcissist's unrealistic expectations are inevitably shattered by the imperfections and vulnerabilities of their partners. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior is essential for protecting oneself against the toxic influence of these individuals and preserving one's emotional well-being. Narcissists often exhibit a distinct set of traits, including a sense of entitlement, a lack of empathy, a constant need for admiration, and a tendency to exploit others for personal gain. Additionally, they may display manipulative tactics such as gaslighting, projection, and blame shifting to maintain control and dominance over their victims. In navigating relationships with narcissistic individuals, establishing and enforcing boundaries is paramount for safeguarding one's emotional health and autonomy. Setting clear boundaries communicates to the narcissist that their manipulative tactics will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to assert control over their own life and choices. Additionally, seeking support from trusted friends, family, or mental health professionals can provide validation, perspective, and guidance in dealing with narcissistic dynamics. Furthermore, cultivating self-awareness and self-esteem is key to immunizing oneself against the insidious influence of narcissistic behavior and fostering healthier relationships built on mutual respect and reciprocity. By recognizing one's own worth and inherent value, individuals can resist the allure of validation-seeking behavior and assert their boundaries with confidence and assertiveness. Moreover, fostering a supportive network of relationships grounded in authenticity and empathy can serve as a buffer against the emotional manipulation and exploitation perpetrated by narcissistic individuals. Navigating relationships with narcissistic individuals requires a combination of awareness, assertiveness, and self-care to safeguard one's emotional well-being and autonomy. By recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior, setting and enforcing boundaries, and cultivating self-awareness and self-esteem, individuals can mitigate the toxic influence of narcissistic dynamics and foster healthier, more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and reciprocity. Chapter 4. The Victim Mentality. In the intricate web of human interactions, the victim mentality emerges as a potent force, shaping individuals' perceptions of themselves, their relationships, and the world around them. Characterized by a pervasive sense of helplessness, self-pity, and externalization of blame, the victim mentality exerts a profound influence on interpersonal dynamics, often leading to patterns of codependency, resentment, and dysfunction. Understanding the underlying mechanisms and consequences of the victim mentality is essential for navigating relationships with individuals who exhibit this mindset and fostering healthier, more empowering connections. At the heart of the victim mentality lies a deeply ingrained belief in one's own powerlessness and victimhood, perpetuated by a narrative of persecution, injustice, and adversity. Individuals who adopt a victim mindset perceive themselves as perennial victims of circumstance, attributing their struggles and setbacks to external forces beyond their control. This narrative of victimhood serves as both a shield against personal responsibility and a justification for inaction, allowing individuals to absolve themselves of accountability for their own choices and actions. The victim mentality manifests itself in various ways, from chronic complaining and self-pity to a pattern of seeking sympathy, validation, and rescue from others. Individuals trapped in a victim mindset often adopt a passive, helpless stance in their interactions with the world, viewing themselves as powerless pawns at the mercy of fate. Consequently, they may exhibit learned helplessness, a state of resignation and apathy characterized by a belief that their actions will have no impact on their circumstances. In relationships, the victim mentality can exert a corrosive influence, fostering dynamics of codependency, resentment, and enabling behavior. Individuals who adopt a victim mindset may unconsciously seek out caretaker roles in their relationships, attracting partners who are drawn to their vulnerability and dependence. This dynamic of codependency can perpetuate unhealthy patterns of enabling and rescuing, reinforcing the victim's sense of helplessness and dependence on others for validation and support. Moreover, the victim mentality can give rise to feelings of resentment and bitterness towards those perceived as oppressors or perpetrators of injustice. Individuals trapped in a victim mindset may harbor deep-seated grievances against others, viewing them as the source of their suffering and adversity. This cycle of blame and resentment can fuel conflicts and strained relationships, further entrenching the victim in their narrative of victimhood and powerlessness. Recognizing the signs of the victim mentality is essential for fostering healthier, more empowering relationships and promoting personal growth and resilience. Individuals who exhibit a victim mindset often display characteristic behaviors such as chronic complaining, self-pity, and externalization of blame. Additionally, they may seek validation and sympathy from others, adopting a passive, helpless stance in their interactions with the world. In navigating relationships with individuals who exhibit a victim mentality, setting and enforcing boundaries is essential for maintaining one's emotional well-being and autonomy. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the victim that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers them to take responsibility for their own choices and actions. Additionally, fostering open communication and encouraging personal accountability can help individuals challenge their entrenched beliefs and narratives of victimhood, fostering a sense of agency and empowerment. Furthermore, cultivating empathy and compassion towards individuals trapped in a victim mindset is essential for fostering understanding and healing in relationships. Rather than dismissing or invalidating their experiences, it is important to acknowledge their pain and suffering while gently challenging their limiting beliefs and narratives. By offering support and encouragement, individuals can help empower victims to break free from the cycle of victimhood and reclaim agency over their lives. The victim mentality represents a pervasive and insidious force that can exert a profound influence on relationships and personal well-being. By understanding the underlying mechanisms and consequences of the victim mentality, individuals can navigate relationships with greater empathy, assertiveness, and compassion, fostering healthier, more empowering connections grounded in personal accountability and resilience. Chapter 5: The Drama Queen King. In the complex landscape of human relationships, the drama queen or king emerges as a captivating yet challenging personality archetype, characterized by a penchant for theatrics, exaggerated emotional displays, and a propensity for stirring up conflict and turmoil. Understanding the dynamics of drama-prone individuals is essential for navigating relationships with them and maintaining one's emotional well-being amidst the whirlwind of chaos they often bring. At the core of the drama queen or king's persona lies a craving for attention, validation, and emotional intensity. They thrive on the thrill of drama, seeking out situations and interactions that evoke strong emotions and capture the spotlight. Whether through melodramatic outbursts, exaggerated stories, or provocative behavior, they command attention and dominate conversations with their larger-than-life presence. Drama-prone individuals often possess a heightened sensitivity to perceived slights, injustices, or provocations, reacting with disproportionate emotional intensity to even minor incidents or disagreements. Their emotions are like a roller coaster ride, characterized by peaks of excitement and valleys of despair, leaving those around them feeling emotionally exhausted and overwhelmed. Furthermore, drama queens and kings are skilled at manipulating interpersonal dynamics to suit their agenda, using emotional manipulation, guilt-tripping, or passive-aggressive tactics to garner sympathy or control outcomes. They may thrive on stirring up conflict or playing the victim to elicit attention and support from others, regardless of the toll it takes on relationships. The impact of drama-prone behavior on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to strained friendships, dysfunctional family dynamics, or toxic workplace environments. Drama queens and kings often create a cycle of chaos and conflict, leaving a trail of emotional wreckage in their wake as they move from one dramatic episode to the next. Recognizing the signs of drama-prone behavior is essential for maintaining one's emotional boundaries and preserving inner peace amidst the turmoil they often bring. Drama queens and kings often exhibit characteristic traits such as attention-seeking behavior, emotional volatility, and a propensity for exaggeration or embellishment. Additionally, they may display manipulative tactics such as guilt-tripping, emotional blackmail, or playing the victim to manipulate others' emotions and elicit sympathy or support. In navigating relationships with drama-prone individuals, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for safeguarding one's emotional well-being and preserving inner peace. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the drama queen or king that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers them to take responsibility for their actions and emotions. Additionally, fostering open communication and encouraging healthier ways of expressing emotions can help redirect their energy towards constructive outlets and away from destructive drama. Furthermore, cultivating self-awareness and resilience is key to immunizing oneself against the emotional roller coaster of drama-prone individuals and maintaining a sense of balance and perspective amidst the chaos. By recognizing one's own triggers and vulnerabilities, individuals can better navigate dramatic situations with grace and composure, refusing to be drawn into the whirlwind of drama. Navigating relationships with drama queens and kings requires a combination of awareness, assertiveness, and self-care to safeguard one's emotional well-being and maintain inner peace amidst the chaos they often bring. By setting and enforcing boundaries, fostering open communication, and cultivating self-awareness and resilience, individuals can navigate dramatic relationships with grace and integrity, preserving their emotional equilibrium and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. Chapter 6: The Energy Vampire. In the realm of interpersonal dynamics, the energy vampire emerges as a formidable presence, draining the vitality and positivity from those around them like a relentless predator. Characterized by a perpetual state of negativity, neediness, and emotional dependency, energy vampires possess an uncanny ability to sap the life force from their unsuspecting victims, leaving them feeling depleted, exhausted, and emotionally drained. Understanding the dynamics of energy vampires is essential for safeguarding one's well-being and preserving inner peace amidst their insidious influence. At the heart of the energy vampire's modus operandi lies a profound sense of emptiness and inadequacy, masked by a facade of neediness and dependency. They feed off the emotional energy of others, seeking out individuals who possess the vitality, optimism, and positivity they lack within themselves. Through subtle manipulation, guilt-tripping, or emotional coercion, they compel their victims to provide them with the emotional sustenance they crave, often at the expense of their own well-being. Energy vampires often exhibit a pattern of negative thinking, pessimism, and victimhood, viewing themselves as perpetual victims of circumstance and external forces beyond their control. They may incessantly complain, criticize, or lament their misfortunes, casting a dark shadow over the lives of those around them. Their relentless negativity can be contagious, spreading like a toxic fog and enveloping others in its suffocating embrace. Moreover, energy vampires possess a profound sense of entitlement and dependency, viewing others as mere sources of emotional nourishment to be exploited for their own gain. They may latch on to individuals who possess qualities or attributes they envy or admire, seeking to absorb their vitality and positivity like a sponge. However, their insatiable appetite for emotional energy knows no bounds, leaving their victims feeling drained, exhausted, and emotionally depleted. the impact of energy vampires on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to feelings of resentment, exhaustion, and burnout in their victims. Individuals who fall prey to energy vampires often find themselves caught in a vicious cycle of giving and receiving, constantly striving to meet the insatiable demands of their emotionally needy counterpart. Over time, the cumulative toll of emotional depletion can erode trust, intimacy, and mutual respect in relationships, leaving victims feeling hollow and depleted. Recognizing the signs of energy vampire behavior is essential for safeguarding one's emotional well-being and preserving inner peace amidst their insidious influence. Energy vampires often exhibit characteristic traits such as chronic negativity, neediness, emotional dependency, and a sense of entitlement. Additionally, they may employ manipulative tactics such as guilt-tripping, emotional coercion, or passive-aggressive behavior to compel their victims to meet their emotional needs. In navigating relationships with energy vampires, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for maintaining one's emotional equilibrium and preserving inner peace. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the energy vampire that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to prioritize their own well-being. Additionally, fostering open communication and encouraging healthier ways of expressing emotions can help redirect the energy vampire's focus away from draining others and towards cultivating self-reliance and emotional resilience. Furthermore, cultivating self-care practices and replenishing one's own emotional reserves is essential for mitigating the impact of energy vampires and maintaining a sense of balance and vitality amidst their relentless onslaught. By prioritizing self-care, setting boundaries, and fostering healthier patterns of relating, individuals can navigate relationships with energy vampires with grace and integrity, preserving their emotional well-being and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. Chapter 7. The Criticizer. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, the criticizer emerges as a challenging personality archetype, characterized by a relentless propensity for judgment, criticism, and negativity. Whether through subtle, passive-aggressive remarks or overt, harsh critiques, the criticizer wields their words like a double-edged sword, leaving a trail of emotional wounds and shattered self-esteem in their wake. Understanding the dynamics of criticizer behavior is essential for navigating relationships with them and preserving one's emotional well-being amidst their relentless onslaught. At the heart of the criticizer's modus operandi lies a deep-seated need for control, superiority, and validation. They derive a perverse sense of satisfaction and power from pointing out the perceived flaws, shortcomings, or mistakes of others, viewing themselves as arbiters of truth and righteousness. Whether driven by insecurity, narcissism, or unresolved trauma, the criticizer sees criticism as a means of asserting dominance and elevating their own sense of superiority at the expense of others. Criticizers often possess a keen eye for detail and an uncanny ability to zero in on their target's vulnerabilities, exploiting them with surgical precision. They may employ a variety of tactics to deliver their critiques, ranging from subtle, passive-aggressive remarks to overt, scathing attacks on one's character or competence. Whether criticizing appearance, behavior, or performance, the criticizer leaves no stone unturned in their quest to find fault and undermine their victim's confidence and self-worth. Moreover, the impact of criticism on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to feelings of inadequacy, resentment, and defensiveness in their victims. Individuals who fall prey to the relentless criticism of a criticizer often find themselves walking on eggshells, constantly striving to meet impossibly high standards and avoid triggering their wrath. Over time, the cumulative toll of constant criticism can erode self-esteem, confidence, and trust in oneself, leaving victims feeling emotionally battered and demoralized. Recognizing the signs of criticizer behavior is essential for safeguarding one's emotional well-being and preserving self-esteem amidst their relentless onslaught. Criticizers often exhibit characteristic traits such as perfectionism, judgmentalism, and a tendency to focus on the negative aspects of others' behavior or performance. Additionally, they may employ manipulative tactics such as gaslighting, projection, or blame shifting to deflect responsibility for their own insecurities or shortcomings onto their victims. In navigating relationships with criticizers, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for maintaining one's emotional equilibrium and preserving self-worth. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the criticizer that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to prioritize their own well-being. Additionally, fostering open communication and assertively addressing problematic behavior can help disrupt the cycle of criticism and encourage healthier patterns of relating. Furthermore, cultivating self-compassion and resilience is key to immunizing oneself against the emotional onslaught of criticizers and maintaining a sense of self-worth amidst their relentless barrage. By recognizing one's own inherent value and refusing to internalize the harsh judgments of others, individuals can navigate relationships with criticizers with grace and integrity, preserving their emotional well-being and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. Chapter 8. The Gossip. In the intricate social fabric of human interaction, gossip serves as a potent force, weaving its way through conversations and relationships, shaping perceptions and influencing behaviors. However, when wielded as a weapon of manipulation or used to spread malicious rumors and innuendos, gossip can become a toxic force, corroding trust, sowing discord, and causing irreparable harm to individuals and communities. Understanding the dynamics of gossip and its impact on relationships is essential for navigating its treacherous waters and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. At the heart of gossip lies a complex interplay of social dynamics, psychological motivations, and interpersonal relationships. Whether driven by curiosity, insecurity, or a desire for social validation, individuals engage in gossip as a means of bonding with others, asserting dominance, or garnering attention. However, when gossip veers into the realm of malicious rumors, character assassination, or manipulation, it can have devastating consequences for its victims and perpetrators alike. Gossipers often possess an insatiable appetite for sensationalism and intrigue, eagerly latching onto salacious details or juicy tidbits to fuel their gossip mill. Whether whispered in hushed tones behind closed doors or spread like wildfire through social media, gossip can take on a life of its own, perpetuating myths, stereotypes, and falsehoods that can be difficult to dispel. Moreover, gossipers may exploit sensitive information or personal confidences to manipulate or control others, wielding gossip as a weapon to undermine relationships and assert dominance. The impact of gossip on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to feelings of betrayal, mistrust, and alienation in its wake. Individuals who fall victim to malicious gossip may find themselves ostracized, stigmatized, or marginalized by their peers, with their reputations tarnished and their credibility called into question. Moreover, the spread of gossip can create a toxic atmosphere of suspicion and paranoia, eroding the bonds of trust and camaraderie that are essential for healthy relationships to thrive. Recognizing the signs of gossip and its corrosive effects on relationships is essential for safeguarding one's emotional well-being and preserving trust and integrity amidst its insidious influence. Gossipers often exhibit characteristic traits such as sensationalism, intrigue, and a tendency to spread rumors or innuendos without regard for their veracity or consequences. Additionally, they may employ manipulative tactics such as gaslighting, triangulation, or character assassination to further their own agendas or undermine their targets. In navigating relationships with gossipers, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for maintaining one's emotional equilibrium and preserving trust and integrity. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the gossiper that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to prioritize their own well-being. Additionally, fostering open communication and promoting a culture of transparency and accountability can help counteract the toxic effects of gossip and encourage healthier patterns of relating. Furthermore, cultivating empathy and compassion towards both victims and perpetrators of gossip is key to fostering understanding and healing in relationships. Rather than succumbing to the temptation to join in the gossip or pass judgment on others, individuals can choose to rise above the fray and lead by example, promoting a culture of kindness, empathy, and integrity in their interactions with others. Navigating relationships with gossipers requires a combination of awareness, assertiveness, and empathy to safeguard one's emotional well-being and preserve trust and integrity amidst its insidious influence. By recognizing the signs of gossip, setting and enforcing boundaries, and fostering a culture of transparency and accountability, individuals can navigate the treacherous waters of gossip with grace and integrity, preserving their relationships and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. Chapter 9. The Control Freak. In the intricate dance of human relationships, the control freak emerges as a formidable presence, driven by a relentless need for dominance, order, and predictability. Characterized by a rigid adherence to rules, a fear of uncertainty, and an insatiable desire for control, the control freak seeks to micromanage every aspect of their environment and the people within it. Understanding the dynamics of control freak behavior is essential for navigating relationships with them and preserving one's autonomy and emotional well-being amidst their suffocating grasp. At the heart of the control freak's modus operandi lies a deep-seated fear of chaos, failure, or loss of control. Whether rooted in past traumas, insecurities, or a need for validation, control freaks strive to impose order and predictability onto their surroundings as a means of alleviating anxiety and maintaining a sense of security. However, their rigid adherence to rules and insistence on conformity can often create a stifling atmosphere of rigidity and oppression, stifling creativity, spontaneity, and individuality in its wake. Control freaks often possess an authoritarian demeanor and a penchant for micromanagement, seeking to exert control over every aspect of their environment and the people within it. They may impose strict rules, protocols, or standards of behavior onto others, viewing deviation from these norms as a threat to their sense of order and stability. Moreover, control freaks may exhibit manipulative tactics such as coercion, intimidation, or emotional blackmail to enforce compliance and assert dominance over their victims. The impact of control freak behavior on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to feelings of resentment, rebellion, and emotional suffocation in its wake. Individuals who fall victim to the control freak's suffocating grasp may find themselves stripped of their autonomy, agency, and sense of self, forced to conform to the control freak's arbitrary standards and expectations. Moreover, the relentless pressure to comply with the control freak's demands can erode trust, intimacy, and mutual respect in relationships, leaving victims feeling trapped and powerless in their wake. Recognizing the signs of control freak behavior is essential for safeguarding one's autonomy and emotional well-being amidst their suffocating grasp. Control freaks often exhibit characteristic traits such as rigidity, authoritarianism, and a need for perfectionism or order. Additionally, they may employ manipulative tactics such as coercion, intimidation, or emotional blackmail to enforce compliance and assert dominance over their victims. In navigating relationships with control freaks, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for maintaining one's autonomy and preserving emotional well-being. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the control freak that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to prioritize their own needs and desires. Additionally, fostering open communication and promoting a culture of mutual respect and understanding can help counteract the toxic effects of control freak behavior and encourage healthier patterns of relating. Furthermore, cultivating self-confidence and assertiveness is key to resisting the control freak's suffocating grasp and asserting one's autonomy and independence. By recognizing one's own inherent worth and refusing to submit to the control freak's arbitrary demands, individuals can reclaim agency over their lives and relationships, fostering healthier, more authentic connections based on mutual respect and equality. Navigating relationships with control freaks requires a combination of awareness, assertiveness, and self-confidence to safeguard one's autonomy and emotional well-being amidst their suffocating grasp. By recognizing the signs of control freak behavior, setting and enforcing boundaries, and fostering open communication and mutual respect, individuals can navigate the treacherous waters of control freak relationships with grace and integrity, preserving their autonomy and fostering healthier, more authentic connections. Chapter 10. The Passive-Aggressive. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, the passive-aggressive individual emerges as a perplexing and challenging archetype, characterized by a subtle yet insidious form of aggression that undermines harmony, communication, and trust. Passive-aggressive behavior encompasses a range of tactics, from subtle sarcasm and backhanded compliments to covert manipulation and sabotage, all of which serve to express anger, resentment, or hostility in indirect and often passive ways. Understanding the dynamics of passive-aggressive behavior is essential for navigating relationships with these individuals and preserving one's emotional well-being amidst their covert attacks. At the heart of passive-aggressive behavior lies a deep-seated fear of confrontation, rejection, or abandonment, masked by a facade of compliance, passivity, and politeness. Passive-aggressive individuals struggle to express their true feelings and desires openly, resorting instead to covert means of communication to express their anger or frustration. Whether out of fear of reprisal or a desire to avoid conflict, they channel their emotions into passive-aggressive acts designed to undermine or manipulate others without directly confronting them. Passive-aggressive individuals often employ a variety of tactics to express their underlying hostility or resentment in covert ways. These tactics may include subtle sarcasm, backhanded compliments, deliberate forgetfulness, procrastination, or intentional inefficiency. By cloaking their aggression in passive behaviors, they can evade responsibility for their actions while still achieving their desired outcome of inflicting harm or asserting control over others. Moreover, the impact of passive-aggressive behavior on relationships can be profound and far-reaching, leading to feelings of confusion, frustration, and mistrust in its wake. Individuals who fall victim to passive-aggressive tactics may find themselves caught in a web of manipulation and deceit, unsure of their aggressor's true intentions or motives. Moreover, the cumulative toll of passive-aggressive behavior can erode trust, communication, and intimacy in relationships, leaving victims feeling emotionally drained and disillusioned. Recognizing the signs of passive-aggressive behavior is essential for safeguarding one's emotional well-being and preserving trust and integrity amidst its covert attacks. Passive-aggressive individuals often exhibit characteristic traits such as evasion, ambiguity, and a tendency to express hostility or resentment indirectly. Additionally, they may employ manipulative tactics such as gaslighting, denial, or blame shifting to evade responsibility for their actions and manipulate others' perceptions of reality. In navigating relationships with passive-aggressive individuals, setting and enforcing boundaries is paramount for maintaining one's emotional equilibrium and preserving trust and integrity. Establishing clear boundaries communicates to the passive-aggressive individual that their behavior will not be tolerated and empowers the victim to prioritize their own well-being. Additionally, fostering open communication and promoting a culture of honesty and transparency can help counteract the toxic effects of passive-aggressive behavior and encourage healthier patterns of relating. Furthermore, cultivating assertiveness and self-confidence is key to resisting the passive-aggressive individual's covert attacks and asserting one's boundaries and needs. By recognizing one's own worth and refusing to tolerate manipulative behavior, individuals can reclaim agency over their lives and relationships, fostering healthier, more authentic connections based on mutual respect and equality. Navigating relationships with passive-aggressive individuals requires a combination of awareness, assertiveness, and self-confidence to safeguard one's emotional well-being and preserve trust and integrity amidst their covert attacks. By recognizing the signs of passive-aggressive behavior, setting and enforcing boundaries, and fostering open communication and mutual respect, individuals can navigate the treacherous waters of passive-aggressive relationships with grace and integrity, preserving their autonomy and fostering healthier, more authentic connections.